A big underdog with high hopes. Liam Wilson. As Emmanuel Navarrete is ready to get after history. Names like Chavez and Morales and Marco Antonio Barrera. They have been 3 division world champions from Mexico. And now Emmanuel Navarrete trying to conquer yet another division as he steps up to 130 pounds. He gave us an honest response yesterday when he said, I never thought that my name would be among the greats. Here he is, now 36-1 with 30 knockouts and looking for another crown. To get us set, here's Mark Chanot.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome inside the Desert Diamond Arena here in beautiful Glendale, Arizona. This is boxing. This is Top Rank. Presented by Hall of Fame boxing promoter Mr. Bob Arum. Brought to you this evening by Boost Mobile. Money is power. By AutoZone. Get in the zone. And by Creed 3, starring Michael B. Jordan. Only in theaters March 3rd. Our judges at ringside: Dennis O'Connell, Pat Russell, and Chris Wilson. And the man in charge at the sound of the bell, Mr. Chris Flores. And now to everyone here in attendance inside the Desert Diamond Arena in Glendale, Arizona. And to everyone watching on ESPN. This is boxing. This is Top Rank. And baby, this is the main event. 12 rounds for the vacant WBO Junior Lightweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, out of the blue corner, presented in association with No Limit Boxing. He weighed in at 126.3 pounds, wearing white trunks with blue and silver trim. His record, 11 victories with only 1 defeat. 7 of those victories coming by way of knockout. He is the number 3 WBO Junior Lightweight contender, making his first attempt at a world title. From Caboolture, Australia, Liam Mr. Damage Wilson! Introducing out of the red corner, presented in association with Sanford Promotions. He weighed in at 129.2 pounds, wearing purple trunks with white and gold trim. His record, 36 victories, 1 defeat, 30 of those victories coming by way of knockout. He is the former junior featherweight champion of the world. He is the current WBO featherweight champion of the world, making his 11th world title appearance from San Juan Zitlaltepec, Mexico, Emmanuel Vaquero Navarrete.
Oscar Valdez sitting ringside. said to us earlier he'd love to see Navarrete win this title and then get it with him again.
Oh, good. There's the line there. There's the line there. Touch gloves. Go back to your corners.
Let's see what version of Navarrete we will get. At his best, he is a volume power puncher. He averages over 73 punches per round. The average 130-pounder throws 56. He's busy, he's dangerous, and he's going after his third division right here against Wilson.
The thing Wilson is going to have to overcome psychologically early on is the nerves of not being here before and not facing a fighter of this caliber with this big a name. He's going to have to settle himself early to get in his rhythm and avoid taking a lot of punishment early from Navarrete.
The name doesn't matter. You know, once you step foot in that ring, it's just like sparring. You know, you find your groove, you find your rhythm, and you take advantage of the openings that you see. That's it. He's going to find out in his first round if he belongs or not. And I'm talking about William.
You don't think Wilson has some level of doubt?
Excuse me.
You don't think Wilson has some level of doubt stepping in against an established guy like this?
I'm telling you, it's just like the nerves are up leading into the fight, but as soon as that first punch is thrown, it's like you're at home. Everything calms down. You know what to do now.
Wilson's had a good first minute, but keep in mind that Navarrete is notoriously a slow starter.
There's that left hook from Wilson. That is his best punch.
Work out of there, guys. Good.
Straight right hand. Blocked by the left of Navarrete.
I don't see any excess movement from Wilson. That speaks to the moment being too big. He seems to be right at home at the moment.
Navarrete lunging with that left hand. There's the warning coming here from Flores, the referee.
Hey, that was payback from the last move that Navarrete did on him.
You know, speaking of lunging and the length of Navarrete, yes, Wilson is the naturally bigger man. He's 2.5 inches taller, but Navarrete has the longer reach.
Yes, and he throws punches like that from odd angles.
He sure does.
Had his head sitting on his back foot, and then he just whipped the hook in there.
You hear Coach Barry Hunter yelling to Wilson, don't reach, as he got countered with that left hook.
I don't like the way Wilson keeping his head directly on that line. I like the fact that he's not leaning forward and exposing his chin for the uppercut from Navarrete, but I am worried about a looping shot catching him because his head is directly there every time he shoots a punch.
10 seconds.
Good catch right there on the glove. Good right hand.
Glad you're with us. Big crowd here in Glendale, Arizona. Of course, we're right next door to where the Super Bowl will be held. KC and Philly. Next weekend at State Farm Stadium. We're at the Desert Diamond Arena. Andre Ward, Tim Bradley here ringside. I'm Joe Tessitore. Round number 2, World Championship fight. In that first round, Navarrete was 7 of 27 on his punches. Wilson was 8 of 33. Tries to catch him off balance. I don't know that there is an off balance with Navarrete ever, as he lands the right hand awkwardly and then sweeps with the right to the body on that exchange.
It's crazy how Navarrete, how he attacks, and he has these mid-flight adjustments.
Yes.
Like he'll leave his feet, he'll shoot a jab or fake a punch, leave his feet, and then throw a left hook like that, moving forward. It's amazing to me.
And then little inside work once he got there, Dre.
That's quintessential Emmanuel Navarrete right there. And what you look for in Wilson is the counter. That's the only thing that Navarrete is going to respect, is being disciplined and being hit for the mistakes that he makes.
Navarrete shoots this power jab, and he leaves his arms extended. He has long reach, and it forces the guy back so he can't counter.
And you got to be careful facing Navarrete, especially early in the fight, not to get caught in his pace, because he'll lull you to sleep. He won't throw a lot of punches, and then all of a sudden he'll explode on you, and before you know it, you're fighting his fight.
Yes.
How does Navarrete's body look to you, Dre, at 129.2 that he officially checked in at?
I don't like it, but I'm not sure it looks too much different than any other time that we've seen it.
Got him.
Let's see the composure of Wilson. Let's see how he responds.
He slips that time.
To a first good moment from Navarrete.
But the thing is that the power, it hasn't translated yet. I mean, he's catching Wilson flush.
Well, he's blocking a decent amount of those shots, but he has landed to the body and some to the head.
And crush your heads moments ago as Navarrete 2 times put his glove up there.
Ooh, nice body work.
It was a good left hand to the body from Wilson. Gains a bit of confidence and steps forward and comes with the left hook after it.
And that's what he needs to do more of, Tess. He needs to let his hands go. Don't wait for this to happen.
And Navarrete goes on the attack here to close out round number 2.
Step back. Very good. Box.
End of 2 in this World Championship fight. And that gives us a chance to look at our fighter to watch, brought to you by GetRefunds.com. Nico Ali Walsh, the grandson of Muhammad Ali, with a unanimous decision, 6-round unanimous decision over Eduardo Ayala. Nico Ali Walsh is now 8-0. Dre, what did you see out of him?
Huge improvement. I saw a fighter that stayed composed the whole night. He did what he wanted to do early on. I said, man, he's getting hit with the right hand again, and he made the adjustment, and his inside game was beautiful tonight.
And then afterwards, Timmy, he comes up to you ringside and says, all right, coach me up. What could I do better?
You know, and I respect this young man. You know, he's always coming to me looking for advice, seeing where he can improve at. You know, I always love guys that keep an open mind, you know, and loves the criticism. So he was just basically asking me, what can I work on? You know, and I was just letting him know, like, you should have cut some distance in between your shots. You were smothering a lot of your punches. Yes, you're sharp at times, but if you would got a little distance, extended your hands a little bit, you could have probably stopped him and knocked him out.
And how great is that T-shirt that says unfinished legacy with the butterflies on it, the grandson of Muhammad Ali. Round number 3 here, world title on the line. Navarrete with a 21-16 advantage according to CompuBox.
This fight will be over soon.
Why do you feel that way?
I feel that way because Navarrete right now, he's just letting him weaken a bit. He knows what he can do now. He understands where he's weak at. And where Wilson is weak at is in the inside. He doesn't know how to handle himself well in the inside. So Navarrete will turn it up eventually when he feels him weakening and at the right time when he smells blood.
Dre, do you agree with Timmy that this fight will be over soon?
I don't think it'll be over soon. I think Wilson is still very much in this fight, even though you can't like how Wilson is starting to let Navarrete warm up. That's a guy you don't want to allow to get into a rhythm. When Wilson throws, he often lands. He needs to do more of that.
Left hand from Wilson.
Good counter right there. Navarrete lunged in, and he made Navarrete pay, and now he has him pinned against the rope.
He goes southpaw with that power punch.
I'm just waiting on Navarrete to go rock star mode. Just to the wall. All the way to the wall. Let those hands go. Change the station up.
And I'll say this about the body of Navarrete. He doesn't have, his physique is never a 6-pack, 4-pack, whatever you want to call it. But when he's in tip-top, you see him tight. He does look a little bit pudgier than we're used to seeing it. I don't know if that's the added weight, if it was added properly or not, but just something to keep in mind. Good two-piece right there.
And that's that awkward lunging uppercut, then coming back with the power jab. And then small work on the inside from Wilson with the left hand.
Like the response.
Yes. The short left hands.
Not enough body work from Wilson. You got to be more body work. You know Navarrete struggles making weight. You have to dig downstairs on him.
If I saw the body of Navarrete,
oh my God,
yes,
I would throw the majority of my punches down low, starting with the jab. But hit him in the solar plex, hit him around the guards as often as I could.
There's a break called by Flores.
Yeah, but you see, I saw the inexperience right there of Wilson lunging. No, rushing his attack, not trying to set it up, just rushing it, similar to Navarrete, and he almost got caught in between with that. Ooh!
Left uppercut. End of 3. Round number 4, WBO Junior Lightweight Championship on the line between Emmanuel Navarrete and Liam Wilson. Liam Wilson, who went into great detail telling us of what inspires him, of what motivates him. His father struggled with alcoholism. He passed away when Liam was just 15 years old, and he said, I promised that I would be a champion for my dad. Well, this is the opportunity right here. As you see, Navarrete, the punches landed per round. The comparison, as usually, keeps a very, very high volume work rate.
Don't hold him.
Like how Wilson tried to hit Navarrete at the beginning of that round, because Navarrete each round wants to touch gloves. We're not cool right now, and there's no need for us to touch gloves. In fact, I'm going to try to hit you. I love it.
It's the correct statement, right, Drake?
He trying to brother-in-law.
Listen, you're a 14-1 underdog up against a 2-division world champion. Make the statement.
This is not for play. I'm only touching gloves when we're mandated to touch gloves. It's an attitude that often translates in the fight.
Sweeping left hand. Bernardo, what are you hearing in the corner of Wilson?
Barry Hunter told me they want him to go up the middle and from underneath and not to reach on anything. They want Navarrete to make the mistakes and then have Liam capitalize, and they feel he's got power in both hands. That's why in the southpaw stance.
I think Wilson is missing a big opportunity by not going to the body. But to Tim's point, I'm not sure that he can. He can, but I don't think that that's his comfort zone.
Switching stances. We heard them talk about the comfort with the southpaw stance. Of course, we've seen him throughout his career utilizing that left hook from the orthodox stance that he's currently in.
But I have to believe, being in D.C. at Headbangers Gym with those guys, Barry Hunter and the team, that they worked on that. I have to believe that that's what they specialize in.
Ooh. Two-punch combination from Navarrete. And then goes back. Oh, he got caught. Wilson catches him. And now Navarrete's hurt here in round 4. Wilson on the attack. Massive underdog has a big opportunity. Oh! Wilson scores the shocking knockdown here in round 4. Navarrete paid the price for his mistake. Half a minute left in round 4. Mouthpiece is out.
He's out on his feet right now.
Takes a little time.
Referee's got to get this right.
He's getting a little extra time with the mouthpiece. Wilson's got to jump on him. Could Wilson pull the shocking upset? Right hand comes in. Tries to come back with the left hook. Navarrete is not tying up. Navarrete, a huge favorite, a 2-division world champion. Wilson, a little-known Australian. Big right hand comes in. Final seconds. Navarrete is hurt.
Hey, you've got to recover here. He's throwing shots. Take a deep breath. Everyone quiet. Calm down. Are you okay? Yes. Hey, give me that bucket so you can spin. Hey, just calm down. Take a deep breath.
It's the shot right here that we knew that Wilson was going to be looking for. Is the left hook. He missed the right hand. Navarrete's doing what Navarrete does, being open, pulling back. Boom, right hand that started the trouble, and the left hook underneath. Navarrete lunging in, bam!
There it is.
That's the left hand that wobbled him, hurt him bad, and then you see Wilson follow up like he was supposed to.
Here we are, round number 5. Liam Wilson who flew his children all the way here from Australia because he said he wanted them here to see Dad be a champ. His first world title opportunity. He only has 11 wins up against Emmanuel Navarrete, a 36-win veteran who's a 2-division champion. How does he look to you, Navarrete? How do his legs look?
He's still hurt, and the left hook is what Wilson needs, and that's the punch that he wants.
If Navarrete gets knocked out tonight, he gonna think about it. Why didn't I hire that nutritionist? Why didn't I stay focused? Why didn't I control my weight? All these things he's answering right now in real time inside the ring. I should have ran that extra mile today.
Wilson needs to stay in that right-handed stance. There's no need for him to turn left hand. He had no success, or had no success in this fight doing that. The success came from the right-handed stance. Just missed the left hook right there. Navarrete punching back. Slowly clearing his head.
And legs.
But the legs still aren't back because he's not lunging in with the aggression that we're used to seeing him with. He's keeping everything deliberate and everything underneath him.
Wide swinging with that right hand. Wilson bubbling up with confidence after what happened in round number 4.
Shot.
Crowd was just chanting, "You can do it," in Spanish. Overwhelming support for Navarrete. But it was jaw-dropping with what we just witnessed in round 4. The knockdown scored by Liam Wilson. A little bit of blood coming from the nose of Liam Wilson.
Don't punch. Step back.
A 14-1 underdog. A replacement for Oscar Valdez, who had to withdraw.
I think Wilson needs to pick a style and stick with it and go with that 100% right now. Because Navarrete is trying to get himself back into this fight. You see those punches landing heavier and heavier from Navarrete.
He thinks he hurt Wilson.
He wants to get that lick back.
No, stop. No, don't punch. Come on. 10 seconds, guys. Stop at the belt.
Comes with the right hand to the body, and you can see him regaining that offensive attack here in the closing moments of round 5. Round number 6 for the vacant junior lightweight title in the WBO. Knockdown was scored by Liam Wilson in round 4. Navarrete had to settle into that 5th round, finally got his footing late. You see the total punches through 5. Wilson 60-54, but has a 10-8 round in the bag. Bernardo, what did you sense in the corner of Navarrete after that last round? Were they looking a little nervous and asking for everybody to be calm?
Urgency, and it was actually Navarrete telling everybody to calm down. Pedro Navarrete was telling them to take a deep breath, to settle down, and then he'd hear instructions from other people in the corner, and he was telling his father, everyone relax.
This game plan for Wilson right now is simple. Keep a tight defense, keep your eyes open because Navarrete is going to keep lunging at you and rip shots to the body and finish to the head. Good shot right there from Navarrete.
Goodness,
he followed straight in with that right to the body.
He had all the momentum to land that shot, and it landed clean. Another good shot right there. And this is why Wilson better step on the gas, because Navarrete is trying to get the lick back.
Moving up in weight is not as easy as you think, people. It is not.
Step back. Step back.
One of the questions I have for Navarrete was, does his power, would it translate if it's 130 pounds? Right now, Liam is taking his shot very, very well. And can he take a punch from a real 130-pounder?
But I like what I see from Navarrete. This is championship stuff. This is veteran type stuff. You don't see any turn in him. You don't see him cowering from the moment. He wants to get back and right the wrong from that knockdown.
For punch combination, doubled up the left hand, placed one to the body.
Now it's up to Wilson to answer what Navarrete is doing right now.
That's that off-rhythm stuff.
Got caught in between punches right there again, but still keeps coming forward. Three-punch combination, landed to the head, went underneath with the left hand to the body, goes back to the body.
He's hurting Wilson with those body shots.
It's a good 6th round for Navarrete.
Now you got to answer the question, do you really want it?
William is tough, man. He's tough.
What a fun fight. World title on the line. Shakur Stevenson vacated. He's up to lightweight. Navarrete following him again. Did it at 126 pounds as well. But perhaps didn't realize how much guts and desire is on his... Oh! Wilson!
He's hurt.
Wilson did it again! Navarrete tries to fire back, but in these closing moments, Wilson's on the attack, and Navarrete is hurt again. This is not a knockdown. Man, oh man, this Aussie has come with the power.
Deep breath and blow it out. What I tell you about getting too ballsy? Come on now. Smart boxing, we got this man. You got to be smart though, son. He's still dangerous. You got me? Keep turning him.
The right hand by Liam Wilson.
Liam is in close quarters, right hook in the stance that I said he shouldn't be in, but he knows better than I know because he landed a shot on the opposite side of the chin of Navarrete. Didn't knock him down, but he certainly got his attention.
And with his family here, with little Maverick and Charlotte, flying all the way from Queensland, Australia. Hey kids, Dad's in position for something special tonight.
Well, this is what I've been talking about. You know, Navarrete's been running red lights his whole entire career. Finally, somebody can take his power and punch between those wide shots he throws.
What a thriller we have here.
This championship, it's a championship fight. This is the 7th round. The fight just started.
I thought it was going to be over.
The fight just started.
I thought it was going to be over. But it shows you one punch can change the outcome of a fight and change the rhythm of the fight. One punch.
Bernardo, what are they saying in that corner of Navarrete?
Pedro Navarrete is saying, look, don't throw so many flurries at a time because he's just trying to time you with the right hand. You've got to throw 1 or 2, maximum 3, and move, and then regroup and go back.
We've never heard the corner of Navarrete tell him to not be who he is. That's called respect. His corner's respecting what Wilson is doing to him, and he's actually telling his fighter to not do what got him here.
And who he is to his core, Timmy, is a rule breaker.
Yes.
I have often described him, you pick your adjectives for certain fighters, recklessly aggressive, recklessly offensive.
But nobody's been able to, give him a ticket for it. But Wilson is tonight.
I've seen the punches of Navarrete stop Wilson in his tracks, but I haven't seen Wilson hurt yet in this fight.
It's the determination. He came in here understanding and knowing that he was going to take shots tonight, and he ain't going to go nowhere. And I think at this moment, I think he's taking the best shot from Navarrete.
Ooh, Wilson just missed a sweeping right hand to the chin of Navarrete.
So that gives Wilson more confidence to come forward and take more chances.
You're going to see another side of Navarrete tonight because what is happening to him is what he typically does to others. He bullies other people around. He's the guy whose power affects the opponent. Tonight, that's not the case. He's going to have to find another way to get it done tonight.
Watch your feet, guys. Watch your feet.
I'm not going to mess with Wilson about that southpaw stance.
And then all of a sudden, Navarrete can hit the accelerator.
Because he knows that's not a good offensive stance for Wilson, even though he landed that right hook a round ago.
Wilson looking for that one-hitter quitter. He's looking for the left hook. He's sitting on it.
There was a body shot in the mix there from Navarrete.
I don't think Navarrete's listening to the corner. I think Navarrete's doing what he knows to do. His offense is his defense.
Blood coming from the nose of Liam Wilson. Much more pronounced now Oh. Navarrete mixing in that body shot again, wrapping around that elbow. And Navarrete getting after it here to close out round 7. Oh, we got a great one tonight, folks. Sit back and enjoy. How about it? We are through 7, and this is what it's looked like.
High firepower from both men, exchanging bombs right in the center of the ring. You know, Wilson came to fight, fellas. He came to fight tonight. Great game plan. He has a team with him, and Barry Hunter and his team that he brought from Australia done a fantastic job with him inside the gym and getting ready for this performance tonight that he's putting on. Navarrete showing the heart, showing the will of a champion, bouncing back, getting after it, not listening to his coach, listen to his inner self, saying that, hey, I need to get back in this fight. I got knocked on my behind. I got embarrassed by this man with 11 fights. It's time to take over.
Wilson's never been in a championship fight, but he's acting like he's been here before.
That's a great point, Trey. That is a great point, because early on we started this fight talking about doubts, talking about lack of experience, never in a 12-rounder, never fighting in the U.S. Forget that. That is all out the window. This kid's a believer.
For him to have survived a full...
Yeah, Barry Hunter just said, look, Liam cannot be this gutsy. What he needs to do is outlast Navarrete and outsmart him, and he becomes a champion tonight.
For him to have survived, talking about Liam Wilson here, a full camp in D.C. with the headbangers. If you know anything about them, they fight in the gym. They get great boxers, great teaching, but they bring it. And he said, I sparred with any and everybody. So that lets me know that the mental toughness is there. And we've seen that on display in this first 7.5 rounds.
And Drake, just for this guy to make that decision, it tells you a lot about him. To say, I'm going to leave my family in Queensland, Australia. I'm going to come all the way to D.C. to be forged like steel. And he's very well aware of the history of guys that came before him from Australia, like Jeff Fennick and Harding, and more recently world champions like Jeff Horn and George Kambosos. But this is a guy who has traveled around the world. Remember, he had to go to London just to get his visa cleared up for 9 days in the middle of camp. Come all the way to Arizona to put on this show.
I felt that right hand from Navarrete right there. Straight right hand.
He's landed a couple of those to the body tonight.
Got bubble guts off of that one. My goodness.
Wilson needs to stay downstairs, just like Navarrete.
You see the left hook down there to the liver he went for.
There's a body shot from Navarrete again.
Wilson.
This time he goes to the other side with the right hand.
This veteran stuff right now from Emmanuel Navarrete.
Hit right there on the cup.
Stuff right now.
Trying to chase him down. Navarrete comes straight in against Wilson.
Wilson he's sitting, he's waiting, he eyeballing, he's looking for that window for that left hook.
You got to know when you try to win a vacant belt or you face a champion like Navarrete, you're going to have some moments like this that you have to weather if you're going to win.
Can't go straight back, though, against him.
Wilson is sitting on that left hook. Yes, Navarrete, he's working, he's making mistakes, but he's sitting on that right hook. Half a step back to draw him in and just throw the left hook. Navarrete head to be right there for Wilson.
And for a guy with only 11 wins, 2 of them have come in spectacular fashion with a singular left hook. He can deliver it.
Most guys at the featherweight division would have gone down by now.
Will the conditioning of Wilson hold up?
He
never going 12 rounds.
Clean body shots away like that 6, 7, 8, 9 times around.
Big shot from Navarrete again.
At our savings account, but
all the options have you up in the air.
Well, yes.
At NerdWallet, we can help you make the smartest decision by comparing rates of top high-yield savings accounts.
Let's go.
This crowd is getting their money's worth and then some. Vacant WBO Junior Lightweight Championship fight has been dynamic. Liam Wilson, upset-minded, scored the knockdown in round 4. Had Emmanuel Navarrete, the 2-division champion, hurt again in round 6. But Navarrete rallied in the 5th, rallied in the 7th, and then does that here in the 9th. Each man now with a knockdown scored, and will Navarrete, with all this time to work with, get after him? Lunging left hook. Wilson comes forward. Right hand behind the jab. Looking for that left uppercut. Signature punch of Navarrete. Right hand, uppercut, combination. Wilson's hurt, and he ties up. Now some separation, tries to land the left hook. Up jab. Navarrete tries to go underneath it. Seeking to become a 3-division world champion. What a slugfest we have here. Long range bomb. Headshot rings in. Wilson holds up to it. Wilson clearly damaged here in round 9. Blood coming from his nose. Taking big shots. Headshot comes in again. Another big one from Navarrete. Navarrete with a left hand. Sweeping right hand, drives down, big headshot. Wilson's in deep trouble here.
They got to get in there.
Big, big trouble. It could be ending at any moment.
It's a lot of time left.
He hasn't tied up once.
He's got a shot with that left
hook.
Does
he know how to tie up?
And he knows it. He possesses the lottery ticket.
Tie up.
He stumbled back.
Tie up, Wilson.
Stumbled back.
Tie up.
They got to get in there.
Headshots running down from Navarrete. Body shot mixed in. It is over. It is over. In an absolute thriller. Navarrete is a 3-division world champ.
He earned it the hard way, Tess. He earned it.
Absolutely, Dre.
He got off the canvas. He never shied away from action. His corner wanted him to tone it down and not be who he's always been. And he discarded that information and continued to do what got him to this point. And it was enough for him to win his 3rd title in his 3rd weight class.
This guy's unbelievable. He is unbelievable.
He's unbelievable because of his own flaws, his own style, his own recklessness, his own rule-breaking ability.
Oh, my God.
And that spirit of a fighter in every definition of it.
Oh, yes.
Let's show you how it began here in round 9.
Just all the punishment from Navarrete soaking up in the body, in the head of Liam Wilson. Beautiful 1-2. Wasn't a hard shot, but he had been softened up the previous 2 to 3 rounds from all the shots that he took. He stood straight up. Navarrete lunged in, landed right on the chin, and Liam Wilson went down. And Navarrete knows how to finish. So he continued to press the action, and Wilson wasn't responding, and it was time for the referee to get in there, because this is when a fighter can get hurt, when they're not answering the call, they're not punching back, and they're physically drained, physically beat up, and they have nothing left to offer.
Navarrete is one of the best finishers in boxing. Once he smells blood in the water, he's going to take you out.
Barry Hunter from Washington, D.C., and then the corner with Ben Harrington from Australia stepping in as, man, this kid came here, Liam Wilson, as a massive underdog, inspired, saying, my dad passed away when I was 15. I promised I'd be a world champion. Flew his family here to Arizona from Australia, and he gave everything he possibly could.
I respect him.
Unbelievable.
He didn't lose because he wasn't prepared. He didn't lose for any other reason other than Emmanuel Navarrete is a great champion, and he was the better man tonight.
Let's make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, here inside Desert Diamond Arena, referee Chris Flores calls a stop to this bout at 1 minute 57 seconds. For your winner by technical knockout, and now the WBO Junior Lightweight Champion of the World, Emmanuel Vaquero Navarrete.
We'll be right back. Talk all about this great one and the crowning of a new champion at 130.